into engineering background on airplane flight and all that stuff that can engineer routes that not to solve the fuel consumption issue, but also solve some of the noise.
Yeah, absolutely. I read that the number one priority of the FAA is safety. It's good.
Yeah, we want
and
that.
the number two is efficiency.
Yeah, we want that too.
Environmental doesn't enter into it at all.
Well, it needs to be, right?
It needs to be number two.
Because I think today with like computer simulations and whatnot, they could probably design routes that can meet more goals, right?
Yeah.
But probably what happened was when they optimized this, they didn't think too much about the noise. Right?
Yeah, well, they had their noise requirements, which are very sloppy and not well founded.
Well, here's the thing also, like, the noise change happened during Obama's administration, right? And now it's Trump's administration. And so, like, I think that typically when this administration changes, the leadership at the top changes, right? Although in this case, I don't think it has, right? I think it's still the same. I think it's still the same people. But I think that understanding who were the people, like the exact people who designed NextGen, and working with them, like getting lobbyists, work with them to really figure out, like, what's the next version, right? This is good, but let's change something better, or one that also spreads the noise out, right? I think that's what has to happen.
So you think the city is going to go for lobbyists?
Well, we have lobbyists already. It's just that they're not working, right?
And the city also hired that airplane consultants.
Yeah, but it's still
produce much.
Yeah.
The problem with all of that to me is that, the select committee ended about, over 2 years ago, like at the beginning of 2016. And one of their things they're going to do is move Surfer back to Big Sur route. And it hasn't happened yet. So it's like 2.5 years. Mm-hmm. So for a NextGen 2 to produce any results, it's going to be a really long time. Oh. So that, to me, is somewhat discouraging.
The thing what I'm thinking is, like, with all this autopilot technology, right? I don't know a lot about air traffic control, but you would think that with all this kind of autopilot technology that you could, there would be, like, and for cars you need a road right? But in the air, there's actually a lot of space, right? You think there'd be many routes. Right?
Well, yeah, and that's the one thing that has come to my mind that could be kind of a temporary solution. And that is that our problem here is we have these Surfer planes going right overhead. We have the Bodega West planes coming down and doing the U-turns. Mm-hmm. We have oceanic planes coming from Auckland, etc. And we also have a lot of the Surfer planes are vectored because of congestion issues. So they kind of, after they cross Santa Cruz, they kind of wander around, but they all kind of come back here. And it seems to me, and the vectored planes, I think the Bodega West planes, I think they're all vectored. Those are no longer the official routes. So it's air traffic control is determining, telling them where to go and where to turn.
Yeah.
So it seems to me that it wouldn't be that hard to say that the Bodega West planes should not come over us. They should go farther south or farther north. And the same way for the oceanic planes and for the vectored planes. Same thing with them. So you could have 3 or even 4 different areas that would get the traffic. So it seems to me that would be an easy way to disperse it. It could be done very quickly without years and years of redoing stuff.
Yeah. Do you know who, or do you know if anyone knows who actually designed NextGen?
No, I have no idea.
No. I think that's what we have to find out is who did it.
Yeah, it's probably a secret.
No, it can't be a secret. This is like government stuff has to be.
That's true. Yeah,
it's got to be public, right? Yeah. So somebody should find out who issued the NextGen report. Yeah, should contact those guys.
Yeah,
right? But that's to me because I don't think there's any malicious intent here, right? I don't think that necessarily says, let's put all the air traffic over Paul. It just happens to be like that, right?
Yeah. And it wasn't just Palo Alto; it's all over the country.
Yeah,
big complaints, many places.
Yeah, so
they just did it without
Yeah.
real regard to
Yeah.
the groundlings.
Yeah. So the question is how to get that change, right? And I think it has to start from like a lobbyist technical thing, right? I don't think it's necessarily. I mean, I hope our representatives can do something, but I think a lot of it is just like how to get engineers to factor in the noise issue as well.
I don't know why would they listen to a lobbyist?
So a lobbyist would be, so they don't have the title lobbyist, right? It could be like a computer simulations expert, or it could be a air traffic control expert, or I mean that's what it is. Not a not some like lobbyist firm, right?
Passing out money.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about like when I talk about lobbyists, is like a technical person, right? They can come in and say, hey, look, have you considered this? Here's how you can do next gen 2. This is how you can do. That's what I'm talking about. Right?
But it still seems to me that they're, the FAA's, one of their prime directives is efficiency. And if
I think the thing is, like, I look at the sky, there's so much space, so there's gonna be more.
We do have to next.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta go there.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next one. This is the last one.